I remember plasma grenade. So, bottom BR, in the corner, respawning, you see a plasma grenade land on the ground and you're like, it's not going to kill me. Then all of a sudden, another grenade goes off and then that nade comes and sticks you in the face and you die and you're like, what the fuck? But it's true, eh? Like, you see a nade on the ground in front of you, then all of a sudden it's like, gotcha. Comes straight towards you. It's like a fucking homing nade.
After a number of years of 2vs2 events, New Zealand's first 4vs4 event went off without a hitch. Players from all around the country had come together and formed a number of different teams to compete and test their skills. BBS7 saw G2 take out the event and become the first ever 4vs4 winners in New Zealand, and the expected runners-up Pointblank disappointingly came third, with the makeshift team captained by Bob coming in second. With the first tournament done, some teams disbanded and a few changed players with hopes of doing better.
Overall, it was pretty crap getting dropped from the team, and then they picked up Lightning in place of me, and I can confirm that that was only because he had a 512 kilobyte upload to host scrims online. So Mike, you're not good, you suck.
Wow, I get here.
God, Mike, he's got raped so bad. Oh my god. Oh wow, you have no faith anymore.
Oh Jesus. This Nismo BXR'd me. We were playing lockout ball and I was running from bottom middle to S1 and Nismo just dropped down in front of me and I died. And I didn't know how I died, it was just instant.
When you're having these battles and then all of a sudden, like, you die in a split second, obviously you're gonna be like, what the shit?
I literally just took a pause after I respawned, trying to figure out what happened, and then I had to ask him after how he actually did it. It's just, hit BXR, literally, and I was like...
How do you BXR? You wouldn't be in the game. That's how you BXR, bro. Yeah, this is how you go BXR. It's pain. BXR!
B is melee, X is to cancel the melee, and R is to shoot them in the face so that you get an instant kill, and it saves your backside a lot.
Okay, so the next game I tried it, and I couldn't get the timing right, I just kept bouncing off crap like that.
It took so much skill to be able to not only time those button glitches right, because you'd have to hit the combination of buttons in the perfect series with the right timing, but also to maintain your aim whilst doing it.
I hate BXR. Why? Because I'm a very aggressive player, and whenever I know the one shot, I chase them until I try and kill them. And the biggest thing I hate about BXR is you rock around the corner, they'll one shot, you go to kill them, then they're just like, BXR, you do a backflip and you're like, what the fuck? Fuck ah!
In Halo 2, what's good is you get to hear the voice, and and before they die, you usually hear, oh!
Oh fuck.
Wait, the one Why is he not rocking? Come on. That's nice. I got it. Good, just quit now, honestly. Just quit now.
Kuran or Ross was talking to a family friend who owned like a PC business, like advertisement business or something like that. And he was talking about Halo, and that guy happened to be a gamer as well, and he was saying how we just won the recent LAN and that they were doing good against two of the like basically legends of New Zealand Halo. You know, they were doing really well against those two online. And he decided to sponsor us because I guess he thought that if we continued to win, his name would be put out there, and so we changed our name to Lateral because their business name was Lateral Solutions.
When it came to Lateral, like I said, you had the three guys from Wanganui, Kurtiz, Kambo and Kuran, and they've been playing together for quite a long time and great communication. And then Zeth he was from Tauranga, and he just slotted in perfectly.
They had a skill set that worked and they had communication that meant they could win.
Yeah, it was just such a difficult team to beat.
Zeth was a key player in Lateral. He was standout in all the free-for-alls.
The first impression of Zeth is that he seemed quite reserved to begin with, but I don't know, seemed to come out of his shell with more the time went on. Turned into a real funny cunt. Playing with, he's a bit of a beast.
Okay. I'll get in position, guys. Ah! Get in position, guys. Dude, this just fucking...
I still haven't really found many players that are so, I guess, calculated. As weird as it sounds.
Kambo, he's just been basically my best mate since school. We really click, like we're really on the same page mentally, like we think the same and we go into the same kind of detail. His motivation for playing is just to see how far we can push the envelope, basically, see how far we can improve as a team, and I know that he just wanted to become the most successful 4v4 team that we could make.
Him and Kuran would play together very well, very well. They were sort of on the same level, worked together really well.
Kuran just seemed a lot more mature than us in his play style, just because of the things he brought over from kind of the PC shooters that he had played.
I'm the leader. What's the lead? What the fuck?
He was one of the most diverse players I've ever seen.
The thing that stands out about Kuran is just his crazy beatdown skills and just his yelling in game, you know, like he'd have me in tears.
Pull back, behind you, Kambo! Coming all over my face! Bring in center, bring in center! What up? Triple!
He was one of those players that would bring something dynamic and different to the team. Just in combat situations, just with everything. He was a very solid objective player.
Kurtiz was, in my eyes, he was kind of like an all-rounder. He would just kind of fill in the gaps for the other guys.
Yeah, still got going on elbow probably. Yeah, still got elbow. Still on elbow. No, elbow! Thank you.
If you just go up and speak to him and not be intimidated, it's really easy to talk to.
Going into situations where I knew I had the advantage, but somehow he'd miraculously pull off something bullshit, and then I'd rage.
Double shot was kind of the most lucrative out of all the different glitches that were in the game. It was, you could win battles from a distance. Whereas most of the other glitches were kind of close combat. Whereas double shot was obviously, you know, you could do this shit cross map.
Glitches, double shot.
As more time passed, a new glitch was discovered, where pressing R twice in quick concession followed by reloading would force the second shot to come out faster so the reload could happen. However, the reload would occur without animation. This glitch was hard to understand, but allowed players to fire two bursts back to back, giving it the name double shot. Because pressing X was involved, a reload delay was caused after the double shot occurred, making it a very high risk, high reward play to make. Skilled players would add the YY glitch to cancel the invisible reload in order to shoot again. However, pressing RRXYY while maintaining accurate aim was extremely difficult to do.
The only risk in it was that if you did fuck it up, that you'd start reloading midway a gunfight. So there was a high reward risk factor. It's a massive advantage, and it creates a huge skill gap between you and other people if they're not able to do it.
Kurtiz wanted to be known as the most dangerous player in-game, but after playing a lot with Zeth, he felt like he needed to change something in order to pass him. He decided to commit time to learning the double shot glitch, which many believed was unrealistic to actually use in-game due to its complexity and risk, but after a lot of practice it began to pay off.
That was some pretty sick shit at the end. Final hold, shit.
Leading up to BBS 8, there was a lot of online playing. This is where internet in New Zealand started to get a bit better, and you'd regularly play these teams online before you turned up to the comps. And that's why, as a team, as four, and when we picked up Mike, we were actually quite strong, but Lateral, they seemed to be the one team that would pip us online. All living in one kind of location, bar Zeth, was able to get their team online, sit next to each other nearly, have that high level communication and win. And as a team, they were definitely hard to come up against online and hard to come up against in tournaments.
BBS 7's success led the event organiser to strike a deal with the Armageddon Expo, allowing BBS 8 to be run overnight at their massive venue. Only 2 months had passed since the previous BBS event, but the exposure of Armageddon caused BBS 8 to have the biggest turnout yet.
This land, there was a lot more growth. Walking around, kind of the scene was just a lot more going on, a lot more people playing. Like you could kind of do the rounds and watch everyone playing, where before it was kind of down to 2 or 3 people playing at once, or 2 or 3 teams playing at once. But yeah, this was a lot bigger. It was awesome being able to walk around and watch so many different people playing so many different styles of Halo.
That competition was 6 PM to 6 AM, so it travelled through the entirety of the night.
That was probably the biggest LAN that New Zealand's had. There were like 30 or so teams, which was pretty massive. A lot of them were kind of teams that had signed up from the expo and came upstairs, which was awesome because there was like all these new fresh players. But everyone from the community came as well, which was awesome.
We were looking around for Pointblank and I don't know, there was like 20-30 people. We couldn't even see them through the crowd that we were waiting for. And then the doors opened and we're like, who the fuck is everyone? Who are these people? What's happened to everyone else? And then yeah, we walked in the venue and there were tables for miles. Everyone was, I guess, frothing at the mouth. And they were out for blood.
That I've been upset about. well, not upset, just confused and upset at the same time. One of them was, everyone remembers, I think it was BBS 8, where I thought we won a game. It was 49-all. I was watching Monkey Nut shoot a guy on one shot, then game finished. Game finished. So obviously I thought Monkey Nuts, well, I seen him, he shot the guy and killed him, and I was like, yeah, we won. And they must have killed someone just before it, and I remember looking over to my partner on the left, looking at him, and he was watching Monkey Nuts finish this guy off one shot and didn't realise he died. And I was like, well, this idiots.
With us losing BBS 7, we picked up Mike, who was a reasonably new guy in the community. At the time his gamer tag was Chaotic Mike. We just called him Mike for short. He wasn't too bad online. He was probably one of the top 10 players in New Zealand at the time.
I ended up back on Pointblank because Voo Nismo couldn't make it, so I was in place of him. So it was Nismo, myself, Mike and Prodigy.
We struggled. We quite struggled with that lineup. Again, there were some key moments in quarterfinals and semi-finals that we noticed he just didn't step up. Ultimately, we ended up losing again with Mike in the team. We really struggled. Again, I think we got knocked out by a team we didn't expect to.
People started crowding around us to see what we were doing, and I guess they were interested, as well as that, like, Kurtiz and Zeth were playing on 10 cents and fucking around and no one's falling asleep, so I guess that was adding to the hype. And Zeth was yelling a lot of shit talk, I do remember that.
Gain the lead. Killing spree. Ball take. Double kill. Triple kill. Ball take. Double kill. Killing spree. Double kill. Ball take. Ball take. Ball take. Double kill. Game over. Play ball.
I guess that was the one final which, I guess thinking about it, maybe that everyone was relaxed caused us to play a lot better. Maybe people weren't thinking so hard and shit was flowing a lot simpler.
Me and Zeth kind of let our ego get the better of us. We knew that we were at the top now, and so we started kind of shit talking the other teams a bit.
That was the second competition in a row that we placed first and Pointblank placed third. So we were a little bit confused at what was happening and why potentially the Weeples were beating them.
Seeing two big losses in two recent comps, we knew we had our core three. We just couldn't have the fourth person, didn't quite line up for us, and we needed a change. We really needed that fourth person to be the glue ultimately.
Looking back on it, you can slightly attribute the amount of research that Kambo did to aiding us, because I remember those competitions not really being too much of a stressful time for us.
Yeah, it's kind of like the beginnings of like a undefeatable force.
24 teams battled it out, but again it was former Vang members Pointblank and Lateral who made it to the top. Pointblank hit another wall though, this time losing to a team of randoms led by Zero. This caused another easy first place finish for Lateral.
Lateral was the best, seen as the best, and you know, they were all my first immediate friends when it came to this game. And for me, that was awesome. I always wanted to be on Lateral, like I always wanted to be in the best. Halo 2 always captivated me, so I was improving my skills so I could eventually one day be on Lateral.
We placed third twice in a row. Of course, we were expecting to at least be in the finals, and we just realized that we kind of had to give ourselves a bit of an overhaul, and that's when we decided to recruit some new people and mold a new team. And that's when we picked up Zero.
We saw him do really well at BBS 7. We saw him really well do really well at BBS 8. And pre that, so the months online that would play him in a random group of 4, he was always standout.
Voo came back in and was ready to sort of commit with tournaments and stuff as well.
I knew it was definitely going to improve their team because they kind of had a few players which weren't that great at the time, and I knew that Zero was getting pretty good. I wasn't really too worried about it though, because like the old PB didn't really do much to us. Like they came third or something like that, so I wasn't really thinking about it.
Lateral and PB were the iconic figures that I grew up with in Halo 2. They were at the top at the time and always competing against each other. So I came into it, and my aim was to always get into customs and play them to get better. I think Bob, Lung, Pyro and Satex had kind of not moved on, but they weren't around as much during that time.
The growing popularity of competitive Halo caused a new event called Game On to start up. The founder recognised the need for more professional events, as the Black Box sessions had a fairly casual atmosphere and was focused on multiple games. Game On was a step closer to the American MLG events, with full focus on Halo and a cash prize pool. The community stepped up, practicing harder than ever. Teams split into multiple 2v2 teams, this time all with a much more rounded skill set after practicing fours.
Game On 1 was in Wellington, and I drove down with Weka Chang, which is an 11-hour drive. Yeah, that was, a sort of testament to sort of lengths that we went to sort of compete.
There was a main stage, there was a prize pool, and this was the first time that any New Zealanders had been offered the chance of winning some actual cash money.
We divided our team into two 2v2s, which was natural, and because we wanted to stand the chance of the highest chance of winning for the sake of our sponsor, we split Kurtiz and Zeth up into one team and me and Kambo into another. And if I remember correctly, the reasoning for this was that Kurtiz played more with Zeth than me or Kambo had, and me and Kambo did a lot of 2v2s together as well.
I didn't team with Kambo or Kuran, even though they were good mates and we lived in the same town and all that, just because I don't like saying it, but I don't think they were quite at our level. They were both extremely good, but yeah, Zeth was just a step above them, so I thought I had a better chance with him.
Prod and Chicken worked really well as a group, and then me and Voo being both locationally in Wellington, we could catch up really easily, but as a team, him being the dominant slayer and me being quite a good support for him, those were the two silos we kind of had, and that's how we split off going into Game On for the 2s comp.
The whole community went to that LAN. That was absolutely huge as well. Back then, a lot of the LANs were pretty massive. Just because the game was so good, the community was so good, it was still pretty novel. And since it was picking up so much and evolving at a pretty quick pace, it was really exciting. Even though we had already been to a few, it was still really exciting going to the next one.
With strong friendships formed online, LAN tournaments were the only chance players would get to see each other in person. They knew that once the event was over, they would have to pack up and go home, not seeing everyone again for months. With this in the back of their minds, everyone would let loose for the weekend. Players would often get overexcited and hyped up, allowing true personalities to show.
See ya, baby. Shaking their ass.
Oh my god!
Oi, you fucking cunt! You fucking washed my shirt and put chewing gum all over, fucking cunt! There's fucking chewing gum all over my fucking rugby jersey, you piece of shit! Look right out! Get down there, boy. I'll fucking wring your neck when I get back there, you fucker. Whatever. There's like chewing gum all over the back of it and like inside the front, like under the Steinlager logo, you piece of shit. Where the fuck are you, pussy?
That's all going. Where the fuck are we?
Game over.
Yeah! That was so close. Wait, he's not Hayden. He's on ETS. I got ETSC now, fuck you. I made him better. The only reason.
So game on 1 was my first tournament. I went with my friend from school and we didn't do very well. I think I got 7th or 8th, one of the two. It was the first competitive tournament. I had no idea what to expect. Got demolished by absolutely everyone. I do remember this is the standout point of that tournament for me. It's always stuck in my mind. We'd just finished playing Prodigy and Zero, and I went up to shake their hands, and Prodigy said to me, "You're Jam Bun, right?" And I said, "Yeah, that's me." He said, "Oh, you're going to be one of the best players in New Zealand."
You know, I'd like to think at that time, like that I could sort of spot potential, having sort of recruited Zero. So I knew that he was going to be good.
Kind of slit the flame under my bonnet, and I strive to live up to that ever since.
I teamed with Zeth just because we saw it as our chance to finally get that first place finish as a 2v2 team, because 2v2 was still a big thing. Like, a lot of people still played it, and we really wanted to be known as the best two guys in New Zealand. We were hoping that Bob and Lung would go so we could get our second chance, but by that stage they kind of stopped playing so much, and for whatever reason they didn't go to their land.
I was like this, and then this fox like there. It's like that. Help me out, mate. It's alright. It's alright. It's just get straight. What's that?
Yeah, after winning the winners bracket finals, we were obviously, you know, a huge relief. We thought, all right, fuck yeah, like we're in the final, like let's smash this. But then sort of like doubt started to creep into our minds, and we weren't sure if Kurtiz and Zeth was, you know, going to be winning the losers bracket finals, whether they were going to be coming back. And we were sort of course, you're hoping that they're going to lose in the losers bracket finals so that you get to verse someone else. But they came back.
The Grand Final series was a best of 5, meaning the first team to win 3 games would win. Kurtiz and Zeth won game 1, then Prod and Zero won game 2.
Oh, get ripped! Top out. Center now. He fell off the side. Alright, just hold that.
Kurtiz and Zeth dug deep, winning the next 2 games, meaning that they won the series 3-1, taking a life off Prod and Zero. Because this was Prod and Zero's first loss in the tournament, it meant Kurtiz and Zeth would have to beat them again in order to eliminate them and be crowned champions. Now on even footing with 1 life each, the next series would act as a sudden death.
Both their teams taken down in the lead.
With the memory of losing to Bob and Langbada at the previous 2vs2 tournament BBS 6, Kurtiz and Zeth dug deep, winning 3 games in a row, eliminating Prod and Zero. This was the first time in NZ history that a loser bracket team had won the grand finals.
We ended up winning and beating Prod and Zero, which were kind of 2 up-and-coming players. Like, they were really competitive. Like, I think they played at least as much as us, if not more, and they were always trying to learn from us and stuff like that. And they were good players. Played some really tight games against them.
They kind of picked up a bit more confidence having won the losers bracket finals, and more doubt has started to creep into our minds during that, and we kind of just choked in the finals, and we lost that, but still came away with a lot of confidence from having done that, because I think not a lot of people expected us to do that well at that point in time.
It was a really close series, it was a good series. And it was, some of the best games to watch in New Zealand at the time, easily.
The first and third placements left Lateral feeling confident for the next 4vs4 event.
It's better than BBS's first place.
Yeah, that's true.
And of course, the winners today get the lovely first Gamble trophy. It's a masterpiece, this thing. Look at that. I mean, that's handcrafted and everything. There you are. You can either have that or the prize money if you want. I mean, that's
Not both.
so 500 on trade. Definitely. Yeah. Sorry, it's not an envelope, mate.
That's alright.
Big large for you guys, man. Congratulations. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you very much.
Good to have you guys here. Thanks for the event. Excellent. Did you break that?
First side, other way around.
Other way around.
Yeah.
Oh!
They're both first.
Both first.
Yeah, my man.
What's going on?
Get your face down.
I'm trying.
Black Box Session was the first sort of massive. Well, it was very small. It started off in like a little church and everything like that, where we would go and just have a LAN. You know, we'd all meet up and have a LAN and have some fun and stuff like that. And it started and it grew and grew and grew to a big event, and it's still, you know, the biggest New Zealand event that for Halo that we've ever had was BBS 9. From memory, there was 200 and something people for that one.
January 21st, 2007 was BBS 9. The attendance was rising and the community had hit another record number of players showing up wanting to prove themselves.
BBS 9 was at Waipuna Hotel, which was pretty massive to have it in a hotel. Usually we just have it in a small little function centre or a hall somewhere. But yeah, having it in a hotel was pretty awesome.
The venue was massive. There was 20 odd teams from memory. Everyone had a separate room. We had each team had kind of booked out 1 or 2 rooms each, and you'd go between rooms to play a little LAN. So it would be quite cool. You'd go into a room and there'd be people chilling on one side, having a couple beers, even though some of the people were underage, but having a few beers, playing some games, meeting some people, and then you go into the next room. And that'd be hardcore gaming in one room, you'd be like, alright, I want to go to the next one and have some fun in that one.
I remember we got some team shirts made up, you know, so everyone started to sort of take it a bit more seriously.
My team was comprised of myself, Dobo, William 101 and Brutal Force. We were very good individual players. We hadn't teamed much together.
Let's do it, let's do it!
How do you feel about that ethics?
Fuck the world, yeah!
A true rebel.
One shot. Yeah, I know we can. Guys, hold back, hold back, hold back. Group up. Top carb, top carb. Top carb. Top carb. Oh, fuck. Stay back, stay back. Fuck. You just screwed! How does it feel, bigot? You just got raped by evil. Wait.
Fucking depressing, bro.
Control metal. Wait, come here. Oh, are you ready? Go! I'm laying all down.
Turn it. Go. Nice.
Oh, who's the man?
What place?
I gotta kill tech though. Yeah.
Look at that pathetic crowd. I don't even watch it.
What's not touched it, man? What the fuck is going on here? What's the Where are they? Who won the last one?
Yeah. How'd it go? How'd it go? Brett? For you?
Hey?
For you? How'd you do?
Nah, considering I went 14 for 9.
That's a lie. It's not a lie.
No,
You're on camera.
Come have a look.
You can
get caught in a kill tag much, or?
Did you get a kill-tacular? Lucky Chang, did you get a kill-tacular?
Hey, yeah, I got a kill tag.
What happened? How do you do it? He killed
I
4
threw
people.
2 nades, one killed one person, the other guy naded his teammate. I got the kills, and then I shot the other guy in the head because there's none.
So it's a pretty shitty kill tag.
Yeah, but I'll see
No, shit, okay, that's the
anybody
end.
else gets kill tags.
Alright, I'm good. Why don't you glance at the camera, boy? Bad place.
On the day, we were easily third. We got third, but we're easily in the top of New Zealand players.
For the win, yeah, for the win. FTW. That's pretty ludicrous. So how'd your first match go? You win, you lose?
We pretty much raped.
We raped them. It's like I got more kills in their whole team. I got 15 to 16.
What did he do? 17
for 3. Yeah.
Someone stopped.
So who was the star of the match? Who got 17 for 3? Who was that?
Yeah, 17 for 3.
Dobo, eh?
Yeah.
Sumo and him.
I was very happy with our placing at BBS 9. I mean, we were a throw together team and we got third, so I mean, how could we not be happy?
BBS 9 was a big one. At the time we had a good team sorted. We're starting to really come to it. Online we're starting to win a lot with that final combination of having 0 in the team. And I remember we'd dominate some of the best Australian teams. And in New Zealand we started to be really, really competitive. We tried to keep away from playing lateral because we knew how good we were getting, but we wouldn't use our proper team strategies against any New Zealand or Australian teams.
Halo 2, I got a Kiltech BXR with no bullets in my BXR. So I had like 8 bullets left in the battle rifle, and I was definitely dead. Like 4 people were rushing me, and I BXR'd them all, like one after the other. Two guys were trying to kill me. I BXR'd one of them. The other guy landed a whack on me, and I BXR'd him. And then his mates came around the corner, like his third teammate came around the corner, and I just lunged at him, BXR'd him in the face as well. And then another guy, this was all on lockout, on snipe, and then another guy came down snipe ramp, and I turned around and BXR'd him as well, and ended up getting the kill tech. But the only reason why I could do that was 1, I knew I was dead, 2, I didn't really care, and 3, I had no bullets, so I could BXR all the time. Just, yeah, went nuts. I've lunged at someone, lunged them in the face and it's been like, but they're still standing in front of you, like, no effect, mate. BXR, and you're like, backflip. Next minute you're like, grab the control, chuck it at the wall, and then be like, fuck this, I'm done.